All right, so letting go of our old energies and shit like that. I'm still quiet because everyone on my house is asleep right now. But letting go of your old energies requires us to create an awareness in a new space rather than us sitting back and observing the same thing that we've been observing from the past repeatedly again in our own minds. And sometimes we add so much emotions, so much feelings into these things that it becomes an imaginary mass that we carry around with us, aka a compartment or a part of your aura that you walk around with. Other people are able to sense from you just based on that being the space that your mind is in, as far as you being a spirit in the body, and you observing that space translates down and transliterates into behaviors and just physical mannerisms and tones of voice, as far as the actions that you carry out or what you're perceived by just you having something on your mind in the first place. It's not when we build up so much heaviness and mass, just like from past mistakes, or just like for people outside of us maybe saying something to us and shit like that, and us holding on to it, depending on what kind of spirit you are. A lot of these things you got to be able to let go of and transform eventually, because if you hold on to those things, you're just going to manifest those things again. Because a lot of the times we'll be traumatized based on past things that happened, and we'll be holding on to those things, and we'll be trying to create a reality with whatever is on our mind or whatever we've been embedded with as far as a perception. So we don't want to be stuck in no old and outdated energies. We want to be able to see ourselves as our new selves, aka by us creating a vision and us having a feeling about that vision and staying in that space, which is just basically a mental space, right? Because what do they mean when they say feel abundance now? So you can attract these things now, because not really about actually having the physical equivalent of those things. It's about having the state of mind, and then your mind becomes the currency. You become the esoteric gold. You're able to provide something with your mind just via you being in that space. But whenever you're in a low space and not able to let go of something so you can get something new, then for whatever reason that you assigned in your mind, based on whatever emotions you added, because a lot of people be, including myself, stuck in old and outdated energies that don't be even serving us anymore, like being angry about a situation that happened to a past, or having a grudge or holding resentment of some sort and shit like that. And we be bringing that with us everywhere as if that mattered anymore, and basing our whole life based on that experience or a few set of experiences, aka what we're here to learn about and shit like that. Our own hurt, our own pain, still that we don't express outwardly, but things that can be tracked down based on our external actions, aka what we're focused on and shit like that. Because a lot of the times, sometimes we'll be trying to get something fulfilled inside of us based on something outside of us, however, and that could be something that you indulge in, as far as something that you just love and appreciate, or that could be just a negative desire and a passion that you have to go at your passions and desires in a negative way. So we don't know where we in that space, because we might do that so much, and then that might come out, right? Because that's just in the dark. That's just your root chakra. That's your feminine energy. So it's not something that a lot of people see from you and shit like that. So yeah, real shit. And that we don't want to be using that negatively, right? We want to make sure we're using our passions, what we desire, for our positive manifestations, and not necessarily for anything outside of us. Because if someone can supply something outside of us, they can take it away, right? So the goal is for us to be the producers of that energy, rather than us waiting to receive it. And when you receive it, it shouldn't come in the form of this world. It should come in the form of your own world that you facilitated, right? Because we're all building a Saturn, right? We're all building a structure outside of us, and we're all through what we love, value, and appreciate with our own ideas and shit like that. Sometimes we have to participate with other people to make sure that what we're doing flourishes to the highest level, just based on it being teamwork makes the dream work and shit like that. But you won't even get to that point if you haven't even started doing what you love, value, and appreciate, or just whatever you're passionate about and shit like that, right? And it may take some time to formulate that, and it may not even look like anything in this world. So wherever you got in your mind that you want to do, just maybe so different and shit like that, right? So a lot of things in our mind can stop us as far as mental blockages and shit like that. But you got to be open to because down here it's all possibilities. God is all that's possible, and through you, God may make something new possible to the world, right? So that's like that's the delay. You can fly your spaceship, your mental mind into any space, you grab a lot of forms and shit like that, come into reality. There's a lot of things you could do, but you just gotta get into those energies and shit like that. And you do all that what by letting go of old stuff and making room for something new, and you make something new possible, rather than you always being in a grudge or being in a resentment or just being in some type of negative energy, stinging yourself, not liking yourself, hating yourself. Those spaces don't really serve nobody or you, because they don't really allow you to flourish to your highest potential and shit like that. It keeps you in your lower potentials and shit like that, like negative self-image and things like that, right? So that could be a reason why a lot of people don't present their gifts and talents, especially even when their gifts and talent might be like the biggest next thing, right? Like we all got that. Even me, I got that. Real shit. But yeah, anyways, that's a short video for y'all. Peace out.